Hello. I am a few minutes late. I was going to use a different tripod and it didn't work out. At the last minute, I realized that. I apologize. I'm going to see if I get a couple of people in before I start. Hi, Frida. All right, if we got one person, let's get started since I'm late. How about that? Hi, Frida. Yikes. Hello. It's me in the flesh. I don't usually show my face, but I am here. I saw Frida join. Thank you for joining, Frida. We are going to get started. I just wanted to say hello in person with my face. So we're going to start with showing the things from last week, and we're going to get started. We have a couple of different things, and I'll explain them as we go. So we'll do at least maybe 3 or 4 different painting / projects. So let me bring you down. You are always so supportive. Let me tell you that. I have to. Yikes. This doesn't want to work right. Alright, so let me see. I'm not sure why it looks a little dark. That's the only thing. If I show my face, then I have to readjust everything. Let's see. I think I'm going to bring it up and up. And of course, it's going all over. Let me see. This part doesn't seem like... Alright, I think I have to bring it up one more time. Because when I did something, when I tilted it further down, it looked like... Alright, let's see. You can see the computer. I dropped one of the paintings. Alright, I think if this is, for some reason, I feel like it's not staying tight. Alright. Thank you. Yikes. Sorry about this. Alright, we're going to keep it there. Alright, so I'm happy you're on, Frida. It's nice that someone is on from last week because as I show the pieces, I was going to have some dialogue and ask you if you remember how we created this. So these are our canvases for tonight. Let me move them over just a sec. So let's see. I don't even know which way to hold this. So do you remember which painting or which technique we used for this? I'm not going to keep you in suspense. I'm just trying to see if I hold it a certain way, a certain orientation, if you can remember. So this was our kiss board. So for Valentine's Day, we did a couple of pieces with reds and pinks. So this was our kiss board. So we had, I'm going to just turn it this way. Just because I believe, I can't remember, but I believe I had the pink cup on this side, the red cup on this side. So the pink cup was on your right and the red cup was on your left, and then we poured. I always find things interesting when colors kind of intertwine, because clearly the red was in a separate cup. So when we poured it kind of in the center, and then I came out with the cups, and then when I tilted it, I couldn't really get it back center, and somehow the red came over here, and even though I was kind of trying to get the pink to all be on one side, this looks pretty cool. So that's that. And this was our kiss board. with different shades of reds and pinks. So we had a light red, well, we had the pyro red, which is the lightest red, and then we had true red and crimson, and then we had like a rose pink, a rose, I think diva pink, and candy pink. And I want to say that we used maybe copper on one side, and it looks like we used silver in one cup. So that's that. And then our next piece, we did a split canvas, half black, half white, and we used two different techniques. So we used the same colors, but it looks different because we use different techniques on each side, and the white and the black is going to make it look different also, right? So we had some red and pink and gold, and on this side we used the mini dryer, the mini blower, this little guy right here, and then on this side I used a straw and I blew it. So I was like a little indecisive. Did I like it? Which side did I like? But I like both of them because they have very unique looks. So that was our heart for Valentine's Day. And I thought I had, I did. I was going to say, I thought I bought the coasters. And I did. They were under the canvases. So again, keeping in coordination with Valentine's Day, we used, I wouldn't say, no, I was going to say we used the same colors. We didn't quite use the same colors, but I started out using the same colors, but then I think it was like a little thin, if I remember correctly, because we didn't meet last Friday, we met last Wednesday, so a week and a half ago. And it was just that when the look that I was going for, I felt like the colors were a little too thin. And then what I did was I poured some colors just right out of the bottle. So this has a white background, this has a black background. And I wouldn't say that we do still have some red and pink in this one, but we can't really see the red that much, but I can kind of see it under. And then of course we can see the red and the pink, and we had some gold as well. So the gold showed up really well on this one and not this one. I hope I didn't talk too fast. So those are our painting / projects that we did last week. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a used canvas. I'm going to start with a used canvas just because I'm going to wait. I got to see. Let's see if there's any comments. Let's make sure you can see it. Okay. All right. Half of the table is showing, and I need to probably cover it. I do need to put a little more plastic down because this first project, I think I'm going to use the blow dryer. And although I think I might do something with the table and really like either do some unicorn spit on it or buff it and really do something with acrylic on it. I'm not ready to do that yet, so I'm not ready to like really totally get it all ruined with paint. So let me put that, and then I want to cover my computer some too, because I don't want the paint to get on the computer when I do the blow dryer. So like I said, we're going to use canvas, why not? And that's that. And I want to talk a little bit about this paint tonight. I don't know why it didn't stay. Maybe it'll stay that time. Okay. So I looked up, it looks like you can see it. I'm gonna also put down a puppy pad. I think we're just gonna use this one for the whole night. So this is our canvas. I'm gonna put it up. It's funny when you all talk to me, like when I go back through the comments at the end of the night, I don't always necessarily know like what you all commented on. So like I saw you said no, Frida, and I think you said no to maybe you didn't remember the technique we used last week, but I don't know that for certain. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the paint because we're gonna do somewhat of a Dutch pour. And I say somewhat because it'll depend on when I start blowing with the blow dryer, if I'm going to continue to blow with the blow dryer or not. I'm hoping you can see. I'm going to keep it right there and just look at the camera again to make sure. Oh, yeah. Hi, Tonya. Got it right. Tonya, I hope you saw the pieces that we did last week. If you didn't, maybe you could stick around to the end and I can show them to you again. If you didn't see them on Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the consistency in paint just a little bit. I really don't talk about this much, but as I was stirring this batch, and it's funny because I feel like I made this batch like last week before I left town, and I really only just poured the paint, the Floetrol in the water, and I didn't mix it, and I didn't mix it until this evening, and it's quite thicker than what it usually would have been. So this one I did make tonight, and so I'm hoping you can see, but when I take the knife out and I go back in, it's just going straight in. It's not making any mounds or anything. It's just, the paint is just like going straight down into the paint, right? So that's what that is. But then when I mix this one, and like I said, I hadn't mixed it. I had just measured everything last week, and I put a cup over top of this cup. This is what you call a mound on a mound. So this is a little thicker. And so I said that because I do mix my paint more like the gray. And the only reason I feel like the blue is not as thin is because it sat all week, right? And maybe it wasn't covered as much. You had like a little air seeping in, things like that. My paint normally does come out like this in most instances. Now, when you want, it depends on what kind of painting you want or what kind of look you want in your painting. If you're doing something and you want some real defined lines, you would want it a little thicker like the blue. So I think what I'm going to do is I had mixed like 3 paints. And I'm going to have some other ones. I don't know if I'll thicken them up or not, but what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this and the other colors that I mixed for a straight pour. So I think I'm going to do like a 20 by 20 and do a straight pour. Tonight we're going to do, or at least this painting, we're going to use this gray and we're going to have this be our negative space. There's times where I feel like I've gotten into using different colors for negative space and not, and then there's times where my negative space is either black or white. So I figured this would be a nice color. And then we'll pick some colors, or I'll pick some colors, and we're going to do a Dutch pour. So let's see, so the dryer is ready. Let me move this. So we're gonna have a we're gonna have a gray negative space. So let's see. Let's see if that's enough without wasting a lot. Let's see. I don't want to get things all dirty. I just put this stuff down. Oh, something in that paper towel. Get a spoon. And I'm getting this spoon because I don't want to waste this paint, but yet I need some paint. So instead of pouring more, I'm just going to use what we have here. So if you weren't watching in the beginning, you would really never know that this was a used canvas, right? And that's why I'm going over it too, because I want to make sure it's covered. Primarily to cover up the color that was here. I'm so excited. Sometimes it's just the little things in life. So I like a certain brand, Cerulean Blue. And I hadn't had it for a little bit because I had another brand, Cerulean Blue. But all colors and pigments aren't the same, right? So I got back the one that I really like. And I may just use it on here. I'm just like making sure that I have everything covered. If this canvas wasn't used and I didn't need to make sure that I covered it all up with gray, then it wouldn't be a big deal. But because I did need to cover it all up because of the other color that was on here, I have to make sure it's covered. Tony, I saw some of your work this week. Might have been today or yesterday. It looked really nice. I would love to know how you do your decals. Like, do you do those yourself? Or do you buy them? Do you have like a, I'm going to say a Cricut, and I don't think that's what that machine is called, but one of those machines where you buy the vinyl and you make things? Is that how you make your decals? If you answer, you might want to say, yes, that's how I make them or whatever. So when I'm reading the comments. Alright, I think we're good. I'm just trying to save some at this point. Well, we have to get the excess off, right? It's not like I'm just doing it just because. We do need to get the excess off. Okay, so that's that. So, let's see. We have this cerulean blue that I really love. I thought the peacock pearl maybe would go over that. Maybe we'll do something different. Maybe not the peacock. Maybe we'll use the ice blue. But we need other colors because we're going to have to blow them out. Let's see, we'll use one of those oranges. I'm not really sure. Let's see if we have something that goes this way, something that goes that way. Why don't we just do 2 directions? Maybe we'll do, yikes, this is hard. I don't know why. Maybe we'll do yellow. I wish. Maybe we'll do some pyro. Okay, so I think we have our colors. So I'm not really too sure about this mix, but we have to get started. So we have the pyro red, right? Yeah, we have the pyro red. Why don't we go with the metallic orange and then the lemon yellow. And then on this side, let's go with the ice blue. I don't think this color goes. I think the cerulean blue. Or should we do the peacock pearl? No, I think we can do those. And then maybe the brilliant blue. Yeah, the brilliant blue. Okay, let's just start. Okay, so we're going for a Dutch pour, right? So the thing about the Dutch pour is that I'm gonna try not to. We'll see if it works. I think I need to move this up some, and then I'll make sure that I didn't block anything off. I moved it up some, seeing how close I am to the wall. I don't want to paint the wall. And I'm not going to put a whole lot of color back on. Okay. So that was the ice blue. It would always help if I open it, right? Then the brilliant blue. I feel like the cerulean and the brilliant might clash a little. No, I think you can tell they're different. Okay, so then why don't we go with the pyro red? The metallic orange and the lemon yellow. Now before I start to blow, I'm going to make sure you all can see. And I'm moving the paint because I don't want them to get all messy with the blow dryer. Me and the blow dryer aren't the best of friends. That's why we don't do many Dutch pours. And I just like other things also. I need to cover those up for later. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can definitely see. Hi Kathy, how are you? How have you been? Happy retirement. How are you liking retirement these days? I think you're retired. I thought I saw that. Okay, so if I'm not going to pour any more paint, some people pour paint around. I think that it depends on how much paint you have on your canvas, whether or not you need more. Because you don't need a whole lot that you're wasting it. Let's see if we have any bubbles to pop. I feel like, okay. That's a little more fire. I think I'm running low on butane actually. Okay, so my thought is that I'm going to blow the blue to go in this corner and the red and orange and yellow to go in that corner. So I love, 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 love the cells there. I think that I'm trying to think if we should leave this gray or kind of like have them meet. And then I'm trying to think if we need to blow the blue out a little more. The problem is that we're going to blow the cells off. Okay, I need a straw. The reason is that I'm not sure if you can tell, but every time I'm trying, so what I was trying to do was blow the blue, but then it's like blowing the yellow also. So let me see if I could just blow some of my hair. Please leave comments so I know how you like it. Okay. So what do we do with this red and yellow and everything? I feel like there might be kind of a lot of red right there. I'm not really sure. I mean, a lot of pink, not necessarily red. Okay, I guess it isn't as much as I thought it was. Okay, so I like it. I like this little bit of gray right there. I like this side. I like both sides. It always seems like when I'm talking, I always talk about the side that I like. It's not that I don't like the other side, but sometimes when I'm looking at it upside down, I don't kind of know what it looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow in here a little. And it's just to kind of give it some of the composition that we see on the blue side. Oh, want that to happen, but I don't think it's a good way for me to try to try to go over it. It's funny, I wanted it to kind of look like the other side, but it doesn't. I am tempted to scrape that side and start over. I'll need your opinions, please. I say scrape, although I like, there's parts, so I don't like the way that the red kind of came over here. I think I can get that red off. I don't know. I always kind of think things don't always look that great, and they kind of do after I let them settle. I was trying to see if that was a bubble. And I definitely need butane. Let me see. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to see if I can get this red line out of here. It's not really leaving the way that I had hoped. Okay, so we got that, and I think it should dry fine. Let me see if I do this. I was just, when I did that with the straw, I was just trying to blow it a little just to see if it would even out a little, but I do believe it'll dry fine. Okay, I think I was supposed to look up to see if you all voted for me to scrape. To scrape or not to scrape the red? That is the question. Oh, okay, that's good, Kathy. I don't know why I thought that. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well. We'll have to catch up offline. Oh, okay. The cricket. Okay, so no one really said anything. So why don't we just leave it? I think. Yeah, we can leave it. It's fine. So let's just get that excess paint off before we move it. I really like both sides. I was really going to say I really like the blue. I like both sides. I do like the little stuff that I did with the straw over here. And I really do love all of the cells. I can't remember. I think someone, I can't remember who. I don't think it was you, Tonya, but somebody was like, oh, it was somebody else I know from another group. She looked at, oh, it's a painting online, the last paintings I posted, I think. And she was like, she really liked the cells in the top corner. All right, I'm going to move this. The gray also. What did you all think about the gray background or the gray negative space? we're going to go smaller next. And do a flower. Oh no, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Well, let me think. Okay. So I had two different flower ideas. I gotta think about this. Okay, so I had the idea to make some poppies. And then I had this other flower idea. I think we'll try the poppies on this. I'm gonna move this closer to me. I'm trying to think like why this isn't laying flatter. Alright, so because I already have this up on something, we don't really need it to be there. Sometimes I think it looks better if it's higher up, but what do you all think? Okay, so we're gonna do a maybe I'll use this. So Frida, I did look for something. What did you say? I can't remember what you said, but I kind of thought whatever you had mentioned was kind of rough. So when I was in the dollar store, I know you can't buy everything for $1, but a girl could hope. I had hoped that I could have found a back scratcher, like the kind that you use if you're like in the shower or whatever, to maybe do something with, and I didn't see anything. Okay, so we're gonna try some poppies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a swipe first, and then I'm gonna put down some other color. I'm not gonna say what the color is, and then blow and try to see if we get these poppies. So we're going to use some more red. I think we're going to use this orangey yellow, and then maybe this yellow. And then so what we'll do is I'll put the paint on the canvas. I'm going to check and make sure you all can see, and then I'm going to swipe, and then we're going to try to make some poppies. So what I was thinking, Frida, is I found this, and I wondered if I could swipe with this. So it's kind of stiff, and so I wonder how much of the paint it's going to take with it and how much it will leave. So maybe if, I don't really want to put white down because I feel like white might blend with all of the colors and we end up with one big pink something. Yes, a sponge or a loafer. A loafer. A loafer. Alright, so, but I want some crimson red also. I think I'm going to start with crimson. And we're going to use a little magenta also. Tonya, have you ever tried to do poppies? I think I'm going to go with the true red. I'm not going to use the pyro red again. Let's see. Let's go a different direction. That's really thin. Or at least it seems like it is. Okay. So hopefully we have enough of each color. Alright. Let's spray our paper some. We'll start this way. I feel like it's not wet enough. Alright. That's still a lot. I'm trying to think. It may. I'm gonna go over it again. I wanted some of the white to pop out a little more. Is what I thought in my mind. I think our music stopped. Alright, it doesn't seem like the white is going to pop out as much. It's fine. Oh, I wonder what my other torches. Because we are really on our last leg with this. And it's all the way up. Yep. Alright. We're not going to have. Well, the cells are still popping. I'll be right back. What's on the card? Oh, this one don't have any. Okay. Looks like I might have ran out of butane. So we do have some cells coming up. So I'm going to put some dots around and see if we can get any poppies. Yikes. That was a bigger dot than I wanted. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we get. I wonder why it's not coming up the way I want it to. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try to do this side first and then move it. So the black is actually moving further than what I wanted it to. Let me keep it this way. See, I wanted the black to stay like in the center. And it's moving more. And it could be that when I swiped the second time, maybe I took off too much paint. That could be a possibility. Yeah, it's not going the way I wanted to. I think I'm going to scrape it and we'll try poppies a different time. Because although I can see the poppy and I can see this one, although I should have blew it out more, and I didn't even really try this one. I really wanted the black to kind of stay in the center, but it is supposed to help move the paint around or under it to make our petals. And I think what happened, I'm not going to do it anymore. I think what happened is that, like I said, when I did this swipe the second time, not knowing, I just took too much of the paint off. So because we don't generally have black poppies, I think I'm going to like scrape the canvas so that we can use it, or I can use it at a later time. I just have to move it, so give me a sec. Then I'm not going to scrape it right now. Let's see, what shall we do next? Well, we should look this next. I think I'm going to have to get rid of this puppy pad, which is fine. So I'm gonna try something. I'm laughing because I just don't know that I think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it at least. I'll try it with just one in case it doesn't work. So I did want us to make 2 more coasters to go with the other ones from last week. I'm not going to try what I thought. I'll tell you what I was going to try. Hi, Mr. Ernest. Oh, I lost my, I almost lost the comments. I want to see if I can get our music back. Oh, Sugarfoot. As old as this is, it still had wet paint. And I got my screen with paint on it. Oh, wait a second. You all. I'm happy I came over here and saw that. Alright. Let me see if I can get our music back. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think we're going to have music again. I lost the connection. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the music. It's a nice touch, but we don't have it anywhere. And it would just take me a little bit, and I don't want to spend the time away from you all to reconnect it unless you all were to say you really wanted it. Okay, so we're going to do one white, one black. We're just going to like do 2 more. Not to necessarily go with the ones from last week, but kinda, sorta. Gee whiz. I think I feel a certain kind of way that I don't have my torch anymore. But what do people do when they don't have a torch anyway? They can't really do anything, right? So we're going to be torchless. All right, let's blow these out. See what we can get. I think. So I'm going to put some colors around. I'm going to put some white around to help our paint move. Let's see. Yeah, see how it helps them? I think before I blow the black one, I'm going to put more black down. Let's see. See how once I put the white down, it helps the paint move a little better? I'm trying to think about our composition. Let me see something. Let me put this up on top of a cup for a second. I think the amount of white that's here, we're just gonna leave it. I feel like my white is like ultra thin, and I don't know why. It's not like I thinned it out or anything. I probably should have blew before I did that, but I didn't. Let's see. I'm just putting it up now for height for myself. It's uneven, right? We don't even need a level to let us know that. We can look at that. All right, here we go. I felt like I need to do something with my hair. All right, I think. I like that. Sometimes I like that wreck look. We have little cells popping up like we did last week with our black. Can you still see? I think now you can. I'm not sure when I was going to the side if it was too far off that you couldn't. I like the wreck look at first, but now I stretched it a lot, and as you can see, I stretched the cells. I don't like the cells looking like that. They look distorted. I'm gonna play with this a little bit. I really like that. I knew that I had the orange the last time, but I was trying to see how it would look. And it wasn't until I got it on there that I didn't like it. I like the wreck look, meaning when I just like blow on it, it looks like a little wreck. But when I tilt it too much, I don't like it. So I think I'm gonna leave it. I was just trying to say, this tilt isn't looking too bad, but I'm gonna put a little black on to help it move so that we don't have to tilt it as much. See how the black helps it move when you put more paint down? I'm just trying to get some paint right in there where that white is. It doesn't want to go. Finally. Finally. What do you think about this? I like it. Just gonna put black around. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so our next piece and our last piece are going to be two canvases, and we're going to give our old Dutch pour a whirl and see how it comes out. So we're going to have to move these, and before I move them, I'm going to have to wipe my hands off because I need to put a little more white down, and I need to use my fingers. So, if I use my fingers, I didn't want black on them. I don't know if you can see it, but it is moving to this corner, and I like the finishing of that. I just wanted to make sure it was all covered, because when I go to varnish these sometimes, like I'm not sure if I'll varnish these per se, but sometimes when I go varnish them, I realize that there's not paint some areas. And I'm just like, gee whiz, why? I'm trying to get it to this corner. Let's see. Let's see how my Job patience is this evening. It worked out. The only thing is that the only thing is that it did go to that quarter, but now I feel like this little bit has to come over. Let's see if I can get it. It's moving. Let's see if I do our trick. If I put a little white there, will it help it move better? Or faster or anything? Yeah? See how that little bit of white helped it move that fast? The only thing is I have to bring it back a little bit, because if you can see, it seems like everything went to that side. Okay, it's moving. I had to really look close to see because it's moving so slow. I was like, is this moving? It is. If you can tell, this was shifted over quite a bit, and so now it's more back to center. Okay, so I have to find a place for this to go. Let's see. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna move it. Move this. Okay. So we're gonna do a two-piece, huh? That's what I said. So So with this two-piece, oh, why don't we do it kind of off line? So off line, or if we do it the same, can we split the colors and they be different? Or if we can do something and we go like that. I want purple and green. Oh, I might do this cobalt blue. That looks like a nice color. But I do want green. I don't know that I want deep green. Hooker see. What do we have going on up here? Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. So, I think because if we split them, we would have to figure out a nice color to split them with. I think we can just go with the solid color of white and then the colors that we have. The green, the purple, and the cobalt blue. And maybe gold, do you think? What do you think of these colors? I don't think yellow. I'm going to come back and look to see what you all said about the colors. I didn't like this color. Not that I don't like it. I didn't like it for this though. That's the deep green. The one on the edge. The one on the end. The further end. No one said anything about my color choices. Okay, I'm just going to do it. I think that we will use the gold. We're not going to use deep green. Alrighty. That cobalt blue is really nice. Is that for this? Yeah, I guess so. But I liked our gray earlier. I don't know that I think I have enough gray. If I thought I had enough gray, I would do gray again. That color turned out really nice. And again, I'm moving a lot of this stuff out of the way because I don't want to get the paint all over. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Sugarfoot. We're going to have tons of bubbles. All right, let me use this one first. Well, you know what? We're going to blow some of this off, so I think I'll be okay. Let me see. I'll use this. Look at all those bubbles. I'm a little concerned because I really don't think I have any paint. I didn't realize that. So we have our white down. I'll be right back. if I had any beauty. Feels like it might be a little in here. Oh, it was. Yay. Praise the Lord. I feel like I'm going to have to look for some torches that are more powerful. I feel like the fire is coming up. I just feel like it's not that powerful. Meaning like it's not blowing the bubbles that fast for me. Okay, so we got our paint down. Let's see. Oh, you know what? This just popped in my mind. And I don't know about it. Yikers. You know, when things pop in my mind at the last minute, it could be a good thing or not. I still feel like my white is like so thick. Doesn't want to work again. This little piece of black off. Okay, so something just popped in my mind. And I don't know whether to go for it. So what had just popped in my mind is, what if I'm not going to do it, but what if I just put colors at the bottom and then blew them out? But I'm not going to do it only because I think when I do that, I don't necessarily need the negative space with it. So if I don't think I need the negative space, then we're going to go with our old Dutch brown. So we have the violet, the cobalt blue, yikers, the hooker green, and the gold. And we are going to, I'm trying to think if we could do something like really nice, but, oh, Sugarfoot. It feels like maybe I should test these before I make sure that. All right. Let's see. I should have put 2 doggy pads down, but it's okay. See, for this type of technique, it's totally fine if the paint is, they just have to still be shook to make sure they're not watery. And then we're gonna go with our gold. Yikers. I must be getting tired. Fridays, Frida and I do have a very early day. Frida hosts a Bible study at 5 a.m. It is really awesome. If anyone can join us on Fridays, I would love it, and Frida would too. Alright, so we're just going to blow out. I'm not going to put any more paint down. Sometimes people put paint around. Well, so let me see. I'll tell you if I need to. So sometimes people put paint around to cover the paint. So like right? So you kind of like cover it before you blow it out. I'm not going to cover this one. I'm not at all impressed, and I think I have to scrape it. I'm going to scrape it. I think I'm going to scrape it, and then I'm going to do what I said I was going to do in the beginning, which was let me see. I think I should scrape this way. That's a lot of paint. Bye-bye paint. I was looking at it because I was wondering if I could salvage this one at all. Let me see if I can get. Alright, so let's see what we can do. So I don't think that I'm going to try to go, I'm not going to try to use more paint once I'm done. I think I'm going to, let me see, I'll tell you in a sec if I could do it. I think I'm going to try to do what I said at first. Let me see if I can blow. I need this up here to be white. That's why I'm scraping it again. Let's see how close we can come. Okay, so I'm going to do what I said I was going to do the first time, which I'm going to put some colors down here. And I feel like, I know that we still had a little white down here, but I don't think it was that much that we shouldn't be able to use it. Alright, we're going to move on. Alright, so we're going to go back in with these colors. I really think they are a nice combination. I have to get some more Hooker green, or see if I have a green that's close to that green that I can do something with until I get more. I have so many paints that I really don't need to buy any more paint, really. I don't know why the gold has come out the way it is. Alright, let's see what we get. Maybe we'll blow down first and then blow up a little bit. We might have to work on it with a straw. I'm not overly thrilled. Like, I like the way that started, and then something with the dryer made it go a little haywire. But I still like the blend of these colors. So, let's see, can we do anything else with that? Okay. The problem with this one, if there was such a thing as a problem, is that there's a lot of paint. I'm moving this down. I'll tell you in a minute, because I wanted to have some room to blow up. Although when I moved it, it kind of took most of the color with it. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. And this is why you don't really want that white at the bottom, because it kind of starts to get yucky. It's yucky. didn't see that coming. Okay. I feel like it's something. I'm just not getting this one right. I don't like that one. This one, something new. I think I'm just gonna blow a little and we're gonna leave it. I kind of like the way that looks, so I'm not gonna blow right there. Let's see. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it and let it dry and see how it dries, and then we'll go from there. If I don't like it, we can always paint over it, right? So I guess this was our flop of the night. No, I guess we had 2 flops. But Dutch pour is not my jam. I like it. I need to get better at it, but I like the fact that I do a lot of different techniques, where some people stick to just a couple of techniques, which is nothing wrong with that. Especially if you find a technique that you like really, really like, and just keep on perfecting it. I like the fact that I still explore a lot of different techniques. Let's see, what do I think is my favorite? I don't know. I'll let you know next week. I have to think about that, because I do think I like at least 1 or 2 more than others. All right, I'm gonna sign off. So we'll see how this dries for next week. I think I'm gonna mess with it just a little more off camera, maybe. I don't know. Because I feel like the one on the left, maybe I'll blow it a little more up. But we'll see. So thank you for joining. I appreciate the support. And until we meet again, cheers to painting. Have a good weekend, everyone.